So if I was somebody who was like, especially in the vegan community, it's hard to get more mass, and then specifically with people who have ectomorph body types, it's harder for them to gain that size that they want. Can you speak on that a little bit?
Yeah, I think with as far as that, you have to look at your protein intake. Protein is such a big thing. Even with vegan, there's protein out there you could take to build the muscle that you're looking for. I'm not a vegan myself, so I don't know, specifically, but I know for a fact I have vegan family members and vegan friends, and I know that they get their protein from several sources. As far as an ectomorph, you just gotta eat, man. You just gotta eat. You can't be afraid of carbs. I know a lot of people think that carbs are something that are gonna stop you from getting to your goals, but it's actually a huge energy source that you need during that workout process.
So yeah, speak on carbs a little bit.
So carbs are only bad when they're bad carbs, like cakes and sweets and sugars. Uh, Pastas and potatoes and things like that, those are excellent carbs if you're using them and timing them the right way. I wouldn't eat a bunch of carbs if I was a person that was sedentary and didn't really do a whole lot. But if, like myself, I eat a lot of carbs because there's actually a fat guy that lives inside of me for sure, and he likes to eat. So I just use all that energy that I get from the extra food that I like to have, and I put it towards the gym work. But carbs aren't bad. I hate that people think that it's just you have to choose the right ones. There's good and bad to everything in life, and that's the same with carbs.
No facts. Um, for people who are just starting to exercise, what's some ways that can get them in the gym?
I say start off not even going to the gym. Start off doing things at home, push-ups, squats, sit-ups. If you got a pull-up bar, you can start trying pull-ups, running, jogging, walking. Things like that are so overlooked when it comes to, fitness, and people just think it's so simple because we live in a time where there's so much on Instagram and you think you should be doing this for that and that for this, but it's really a simple thing, this fitness thing, man. You just got to keep it consistent. Anything you do consistently is going to eventually work.
That kind of go into my next question. Um, Even for somebody who's just beginning, but kind of answer both of the questions, what are like the different forms of exercising, like calisthenics, powerlifting,
Yeah.
yoga? Like,
So
break those
there's
down.
there's so many. It's hard to name everything, but like you said, there's powerlifting, which is more of I think you have to be a certain level of fitness to start off doing. I wouldn't start off doing powerlifting. There's bodybuilding. That's to shape your body. A lot of bodybuilders are doing competitions and showing off how defined they are. And also that's another thing that it takes time and it takes effort to do that. You have your circuit training, which I do, which it gets a little bit of all that. It's a mixture of all of that stuff. You have CrossFit. I'm not a big CrossFit guy, but CrossFit is a big thing that people.
What's CrossFit?
CrossFit is more like powerlifting moves almost. You see a lot of snatches, a lot of cleans, a lot of pull-ups, a lot of muscle ups. I know a lot of people like to do the muscle ups these days. And it's just a different style of training. All of it's the same to me, honestly. It's the same. It's just different ways of doing different things when you're looking at a certain goal.
Which one do you feel like is the best for your overall health?
For your overall health, I mean, that's totally off opinion, but I found the best way for me is the circuit training because I don't have a lot of time during my day. We ran a workout yesterday. It only took about 30 minutes.
It was intense.
Yeah, it was super
Kicked my
intense.
ass
Yeah,
for
yeah,
real.
yeah. So you get a lot in a short amount of time, and it works. So I think that for me personally, and a lot of my clientele, that's what works for us.
Yeah, that's something that I noticed too. Like, the one thing that I like about the workout we did yesterday was the fact that it had compound movements, and we were implementing more than one exercise in one exercise, which everybody shouldn't do because everybody's not ready for that.
Yeah.
But to take advantage of multiple muscle groups and one exercise in a shorter period of time, that's where I always feel like I got the most gains in my exercises, when I was just maximizing on the little bit that I did. If I was doing 4 exercises and 3 abs, or that's where I've seen the most of my gains, is just being consistent overall.
Absolutely. And a lot of people think that you have to do cardio, quote unquote cardio moves, like running, biking, the stairs. And if you remember yesterday, my heart was racing. I don't know about yours, but
Yeah.
weightlifting is also a form of cardiovascular training if you know what you're doing.
What is the foundation of building muscle, and what factors strongly play into it?
Food. Eat. If you're not eating right, you might as well not even start the journey, because it's gonna take so long to get where you want to be. You're gonna get you're gonna struggle to keep going. You really are, because the food and the supplements you take are everything when it comes to fitness and weightlifting. So I say start off. That's the ground floor for everybody. Get you a diet plan, or just I call it a life plan as far as eating, and stick to it. Stick to that, and then start slowly implementing your exercise and especially for beginners.
Do you believe there's a thing as too much exercise?
I do. Your body has to rest. That's when you grow. That's when it changes. That's when the change happens during those rest days. So rest is very important. I rest at least 2 days a week. I'm getting a little bit older. I used to go about 6 days a week, take a day off. But now that I'm in my 40s, I noticed that when I rest 2 to 3 days a week, I see so much difference in the way my body is shaping and forming.
Yeah, I agree, because I feel like you don't even really get to see how much you can lift until you've had about a week off.
Exactly.
Because it's not like your muscle going to disappear in a week.
Right.
So you got to really let your body heal. And I also feel like that time away. What's the word, y'all? It's RRTheGod tapping in with y'all. Y'all just got done watching a snippet of the God Pod. I appreciate y'all for watching and staying tuned. If you would like to see the full episode, make sure y'all head over to legacythewave.net or my Instagram subscriptions or YouTube subscriptions. I'd appreciate it if you guys went to my website. We're trying to get people onto our own platforms and get away from social media, and just, support, having our fan base support us directly. So I really appreciate it if you guys head over that way. If not, you still like to be on Instagram, you can subscribe to us there. Also, drop some comments, like, subscribe, and if you'd like to see any specific guests on the podcast, be sure to comment below. We also got Just Waking Up, the Spiritual Guidebook, so if you getting into your spiritual journey and you want to understand some of these concepts like the chakras, the third eye, just spirituality in general, be sure to check this out. Much love. One.
Yeah, I really got this shit in the bag right now. Bad bitch in the front seat, car go fast right now. Smoke dope, but we low-key though. Had to give him the okey doke. Like I'm so straight, I'ma just pass right now. Nigga need that bread like Peter. Everything I do for a reason. If you break that code, it's treason. Every one of my dogs, I'm bleeding. Every one of my dogs, I need them. Locked down, free that pen, I breathing. I do this shit for a reason. I don't do this shit for no reason. What you wanna know, I won't lie.